Okay, I had to start over the video because I didn't realize I had to put my headphones in order for you guys to hear me. Okay, so I'm going to talk about today, for the second time, about bullying, abuse, and peer pressure because I went through all three of those and they're not fun at all. And so I'm going to start from the beginning. When I was little, my sister, she abused me, and she would beat me any chance that she got, anytime I'd come home from school, anytime I would just walk through the door, or I would just leave my bedroom, or any of that. And then when I was about 8-9 years old, my best friend's parents adopted me, and I would go up and I would see my mom because I wanted to see my mom. But because I was a little kid, I didn't realize that my mom also was when everything happened to me. And so I'd go up there and I would see my mom, and every time I would go up there, my sister would hit me. She would abuse me in every single way that she could. She would punch me, she would throw me on the ground, she would throw me against things, she would scratch me, anything that she can possibly do. And, well, one day I actually went up there and my sister threw me on the couch, scratched up my chest, and hit me. My adoptive mom actually was on her way up to tell me that dinner was ready and to bring me down to eat dinner, but in the process she heard my sister hurting me and she heard me screaming. And so she ran down, grabbed the phone, called 911, swung the door open, grabbed me, and brought me downstairs, back to her place. And we waited for the cops. The cops came. They took pictures of my scratches and my bruises. They took my sister away, and she was only in juvie for about 2 weeks. But before my sister got out, my adoptive parents had to leave because there was something going on, and I'm not going to talk about it because it's kind of a private issue. Someone was coming after them. They had to leave. They couldn't take me. They wanted to. I'm not mad at them about that. I love them. They love me. But my sister, when she came back after a week of that, she started to bully me and continue to abuse me. My sister would make fun of me, and she would still hit me and push me down, and so on and so forth. I'm going to skip ahead. I'm going to talk about high school, because my freshman year, my sister moved in with me, my mom, and my brother. And I was a little chubby, and I was not so skinny as I am now, but I wasn't fat. And, well, my sister, she would call me fat every day, all day, every time she saw me, and she'd make fun of me about it. And then I had these so-called friends who would call me fat and make fun of me about it, and it actually really affected me to the point where I stopped eating and I became anorexic. And that was really hard because I was actually slowly killing myself. And after the whole thing, the only one person came to me and actually said something to me. And that was my cousin Mason. And she told me that she would not be able to keep going if I died because she's also my best friend. And I didn't want her to do anything to herself, so I just started eating, and talking to her motivated me. But at the same time, every time someone calls me fat, that goes through my head. And I was about 80 pounds, and you can see my ribs, and you can see all my bones, you can see my hip bones, and it was not good. It was not good at all. I was slowly killing myself, not even realizing it. I just wanted to be skinny. And so, after that, I asked my mom if she knew I was anorexic. I asked my sister. I asked my brother. And they all said that they knew. But the one thing that they did not do is they did not step up and they didn't say anything to me. I know my sister would have never said anything to me because she doesn't like me already as it is. And I don't know why my mom didn't say anything to me. I don't know why my brother didn't say anything to me. But the one person who did was the one person that meant the most to me in the world. Other than my parents and my sister and my little brother. But moving on, I am going to talk about peer pressure now. I was peer pressured into smoking weed and drinking, which was not good. I only did it because if I didn't do it, my friend would burn me, or she would hit me, or she would make fun of me, and I'd rather not be made fun of, or burnt, or hit, or anything. So I just did it. And then one day, my mom caught me drinking. I was drunk, and she grounded me from that girl. And I was glad that she did, because after that, I did not smoke weed. I didn't go out and party. I didn't drink or any of that. But it still happens. It still happens everywhere. People get peer pressured and they feel like they need to. People get hit, they get abused, and no one speaks up. I'm going to actually start a channel where if any of you need someone to talk to, or need advice, or need help with something, I'm going to be there. I will answer back to everyone who messages me. I will be there to help you, to guide you for anything. If you need to talk about anything, it can go from abuse to peer pressure to sex to alcohol to drugs to anything. If you feel like someone's calling you fat and it's actually putting you down, and you feel like, oh, well, maybe I'll stop eating and I'll go to anorexia. The thing is about anorexia is it's always there. You always suffer with it. I still suffer with it, and I struggle with it, but I don't let myself get there. I continue to eat, even though there's days where I don't want to. Well, I'm going to end it for the day, so goodbye.